Hello everybody, my name is NM Lipsa and today I'll be conducting another webinar on a very interesting topic, that is, does COVID-19 pandemic impact the earnings management practices of companies? Today we have with us Dr. Ramesh Chandra Das, who will be speaking on this topic. Before we continue, feel free to connect with me, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like this lecture series. There will be more contents on various topics relating to business and management. You can also connect with me on Facebook, email ID, and my website. My email ID is n.m.lipsa@gmail.com, and you can check my website www.lipsa.com. आज on June 9, 2020, the confirmed number of the worldwide COVID-19 cases is 6.93 billion and number of deaths is 401k. Now, as we have witnessed since March 2020 that COVID-19 cases have significant impact on the lives and livelihoods. It has impacted our health, the health of the economy, our financial health also. It has several significant impact on various aspects of business, and one of these aspects is earnings management. Companies are dealing with a variety of financial reporting difficulties in the face of unpredictable COVID-19 pandemic, and the impact is visible in all type of businesses. As per the definition which is provided in the Wikipedia, in accounting, earning management is the act of intentionally influencing the process of financial reporting to obtain some financial gain, some kind of private gain. Today we have with us Dr. Ramesh Chandra Das. He will be speaking various stories about this earning management issues under this COVID-19 pandemic. How there are different type of risk of accounting during this pandemics, focusing on earnings management or earning qualities of the companies. Dr. Ramesh Chandra Das is currently working as assistant professor in Commerce Department of Fakir Mohun University, Government of Orissa, India. His academic credentials include Master of Commerce, PhD from Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur. His areas of specializations include financial and cost accounting, corporate finance, and earnings management. I welcome you, Dr. Ramesh Chandra Das, in this guest speaker series. Please continue.
Hello everyone, I am Ramesh Chandra Das, from Odisha. First of all, I congratulate to all Corona warriors in the world who are fighting day and night to save the human health. I am thankful to Dr. N. M. Dipsa for giving opportunity to take part in this webinar. Today, I will discuss, does COVID-19 pandemic impact the earnings management practices of companies? Earnings management research is a highly researchable topic in the world in general. It is more pertinent during the financial crisis situation. COVID-19 pandemic, how long this situation will continue, it is very difficult to predict. This type of financial crisis is not due to this world. Several other crises already have occurred in this world. Very recent, if you talk about in the year 2007 and 8, a biggest financial crisis occurred. That resulted the collapse of biggest investment banker, that is Lehman Brothers in the United States. Due to this crisis, many business houses, financial institutions collapsed. Millions of people lost their jobs. As per the Economic Times in India, till now, most of the companies have already suspended their reported earnings of the quarter four results. Same scenario may persist for next quarter. Business houses like Adani Power, Reliance Power, Pyramid Enterprises, Axis Bank have already reported losses. These losses may cause for the earnings management practices in future.
Companies are worst affected by the COVID 19 pandemic. Most of the companies have suspended their reported earnings. So, in this situation, what type of earning management theories are relevant during this pandemic?
Looking into the crisis situation, there are two theories that may be relevant during this period. First one is the transaction cost theory, and second one is the big bath accounting theory. Transaction cost theory suggests that if firms has high reported earnings face the lower transaction costs of the stakeholders. In comparison to firms have lower earnings or losses face the higher transaction cost of the stakeholders. That is why it incentives to managers. It encourages the manager to show the profits income increasing way to get the benefit of lower transaction cost of stakeholders. Second one is the Big Math accounting theory. Under Big Math accounting theory, there are two situations may persist. First one is even some firms are not financially affected by this crisis. They may engage in income reducing activities to improve their borrowing conditions or to get the government support. One. Second situation is some managers try to get the maximum benefit in this situation. Uh, Already market tolerates the poor performance of the companies and manager may engage in the income reducing activity further by using the accrual approach where reported earnings can be manipulated that enable the greater post-shock performance improvement to the benefit of managers' satisfaction. That means sometimes managers also to take the benefit of the situation because already in a condition of situation is worse. Already market knows that companies are running in poor condition, but it is not case for the every companies. There are some companies are not affected by the financial crisis, but they want to take the benefit of the crisis. So that's why they may be involved in this situation to get the maximum benefit out of this situation, maximum benefit in this situation. So that's why there are two theories may relevant in this situation. First one is the transaction cost theory, second is Big Math accounting theory. Conventional wisdom suggests that crisis encourages Big Math accounting theory. Whatever the earnings management direction takes, whether it is income increasing or decreasing, there is there is a theory always to support the relevant result in the earnings management practices.
As the COVID-19 pandemic have spread all over the world, there was lockdown, companies operating activities were affected, and hence it affected the earning reporting practices. In this regard, what are the key accounting items that may affect earnings management practices of the companies? And as an external auditor, what should be done, where one can look at while auditing the books of account?
Looking into the current situation, there are few items in the accounting that has high impact on earnings management practices that need to be close look during this period. First one is property, plant and equipment. Under property and plant equipment, it need to reassess the estimated life and remaining useful life of assets in the organization. And also check the depreciation and amortization policy maintained in the organization for these assets. Second one is the inventory. It has direct impact on reported earnings. So it need to reevaluate the reevaluate in the organization. If some inventory has obsolete or not positioned to sellable, that need to be written down. Third one is Impairment of non-financial assets. Non-financial assets like goodwill, intangible assets, immovable properties, or fixed assets, etc. that need to estimate the actual values in the organization. Fourth one is impairment of loan and receivables. Analyze the recoverability of receivables or loans in the organization. If some receivables has high significant risk, so it need to create the provision for bad debt. Also check the insolvency or solvency position of debtors that need to reassess in the organization. Fifth one is revenue recognition. Revenue is recognized based on the certainty of collection. If some revenues has a high significant risk of collection, that need to be postponed or deferred for this period to calculate the profit for the organization.
Does financial crisis cause earnings management?
Does financial crisis cause earnings management? Indeed, it is a workplace question during this time. I will cite some previous researchers' findings. They have studied in different crisis period. First of all, Ahmad et al. In 2008 studied Asian financial crisis and found income decreasing unexpectedly. Maruti and Ajay Arijan in 2010 studied Asian financial crisis and found income increasing steadily. Ahmad Jaluki et al. In 2011 studied Asian financial crisis and found income increasing steadily. Chia et al. In 2007 studied Asian financial crisis, found income decreasing steadily. Rosmini et al. In 2013 studied global financial crisis, found income increasing steadily. Habib et al. In 2013 studied global financial crisis and found income decreased. Out of 6 studies, 4 studies have taken the Asian financial crisis and 2 studies have taken the global financial crisis. Out of 6 studies, 3 studies have found income increasing strategy, 3 studies have found income decrease strategy. That means during the crisis period, there both transaction cost theory as well as the big bad accounting theory persists. So that's why in this COVID-19, there will be either transaction cost theory or big bad accounting theory will, will be there. In most of the situation, it has seen managers is the key person in the organization. How a manager is managing this crisis situation using these practices does concern. If managers use the earnings management for opportunistic purpose, it is bad practice for organization. If earnings management practice is used by the manager for informative purposes, then it is definitely good practice for the organization. Thank you.
Now, to all of the viewers over here, please feel free to comment below what are your thoughts on the challenges in accounting that the manager should keep in mind while reporting the earnings. And as we don't know how long this lockdown process will continue, whether there will be a second wave of this COVID-19 pandemic. What role should be played by companies at managerial level? The third question that I'd like to know from all of you, that what kind of strategies should be used by companies to manage their earnings to some extent due to COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you, Dr. Ramesh Chandra Das, for giving time to be the part of this lecture series and sharing your knowledge with us today. Thank you to all the audience, the viewers, for sticking with us to the end. Just feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn or Facebook, and please let me know if you found this video helpful. I really hope it helps you to be more aware of the business world situations during this COVID-19 pandemic. And if you got any value from this video, please share this with your friends and colleagues who may also benefit from it. And if you enjoyed this lecture and you may want to check out some of our other webinars, please click on the guest lecture series and see what else is there. If you would like to do some talks for your organization, either remotely or in person, whenever that happens again, just drop me an email through my email address, or just drop me a line through my website. Thank you very much and best of luck with all your efforts during this challenging time, and I hope some of this information will help you to develop the knowledge about various challenges of business during the crisis. Thank you again for joining, and I hope to see you soon here again.